G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy and thank you for joining me today. Hi Paulo, how you going? Greetings to you. Okay, alright, so what I've I'll have to tell you the story about how this particular experiment came to be. But before I do that, I'll just wait for a little while. Just a few more minutes and I will. Just to let you know some of the tools that I'll be using today. I've got some brushes which I've acquired and I wanted to test them out, and they are the Rosa Gallery watercolor brushes. One is made out of, the bristles are made out of raccoon, and the other one is squirrel. I've also got with me the Princeton Neptune. This is the, and I've also got the Kazan by Neef mop. So it's, you know, just a mixture of brushes. Hi Abigail, hello. Well, the reason why I decided to do this is because I came across a lady, and she was talking to me about how she went to a class, and the tutor said they were doing watercolor, and she said whatever watercolor, whatever in the color of burnt sienna. And she said, well, she says, whatever watercolor you've got for burnt sienna, throw it away, but keep your Daniel Smith one. That is the true burnt sienna. Well, I thought to myself, I said to the lady, I go, I hope you didn't throw that away, did you? And she goes, no, but she was joking. But you know. So I thought, you know what, that triggered something in my head. I had a plan for today, but I thought, you know what, this is a very good experiment. So what I thought I'd do is just have a look in my little paint box and find some different mediums that I could experiment with to see the differences with manufacturers and how they prepare their paints. Now, my opinion is only just my opinion. I'm only just experimenting. I don't know the chemical properties of what is what and how it all works. All I'm doing is just experimenting and just trying to see what this lady was talking about, to see, you know, do pigments vary from manufacturer to manufacturer? One thing to note, and I'm going to go through each one, I thought is the pigment that I see with these paints are PBR7 and PR101. Okay, so I thought I'd get a variety of things. I've got the ink, I've got some high flow from Golden, I've got from Sennelier, I've got Art Spectrum, I've got Caran D'Ache, Winsor Newton. One of my favorites is M. Graham, Holbien, and yeah, so, and polychromos. Okay, I just want to say hello. Hi Nuria, Wendy, hello, Rob, hello, Cherry, hello. I did say hello to Abigail. Okay, I'm trying to draw eyes from the bark plates. I'm really terrible at drawing. Hello Dee, how you going? Ali, this might be a good one for you. You might be able to share some pigment information with this one and share with the group. So glad you're here. G'day Deb, hello, how you going? Okay, all right. So when we're so I'll just put this aside. Oh, that's making a lot of noise. I'll just put these aside just here so you can see what I've got here. I'll just put them here. And yes, so you know, you can imagine what the manufacturers are trying to stay true to take care of their consumers. So they want to always maintain the quality and the standard that the consumer expects. So you can imagine that they're and of course trying to source pigments. I would think that the manufacturers are probably always trying to find the pigment. That would be their biggest, I think, one of their biggest things is to make sure that they're sourcing the pigment that they say they have on their packaging. You know what I mean? I got this just in case I need to. Okay, now the paper that I'm just going to put this to the side just for a moment. The paper that I'm using today, the paper of choice, is a mixed media. Oh, hi Diane. Hello, hello. Okay, the only true blue. Here we go. See, the only true blue burnt sienna would be the one obtained from Sienna. Oh, Paulo, funny man. Okay, so I'm using Clairefontaine. This is mixed media paper, paint on. This one has different colors, as you can see, and different textures. So I'm using the tan part. Now this is 250 GSM. I can use pretty much almost anything. Also, which is really interesting, they've got two packaging now. I can't tell the difference between them. I'm not sure what it is. So this is also paint on by Clairefontaine. I think this one is more, there are no decal edges on this one, so it's just very, very and it's the same, so just a little bit smaller, not much more. Okay, and the difference is that this one has got decal edges, okay, just at the end. I love things with decal edges. Oh, anyway. So that is my paper of choice. Okay, thank God we didn't get any snow, just cold. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm joking, but that is the origin. That is the origin of the pigment. Is it? Is it really? Sienna. Where is Sienna? Please tell me. It sounds very South American. Could it be Spain? Who knows? Yeah, it's so strange for an art teacher to make that comment. Oh, yes. When I heard, I thought, really? Oh, how could you? No. Anyway, so, excuse me. All right, so, here we go. So all I've done is something simple. I've just marked it in pencil at the moment because I will do it in ink. Now, isn't this, let's have a look and see. Look at the kneaded eraser already. It's helping me. Lifting off pastels. That's what we want, don't we? Good old kneaded eraser. All right, so I'm going to start with, I won't put pastel and the pastel stick because it's going to get messy. I think it's going to get messy anyway, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Okay, not related, but there is something similar, naming to Sienna, being Sienna tablets you get at the pharmacy. And by the 1940s, all the pigment in Sienna was gone. Really? I find that hard to believe. All right, so, all right, now, burnt sienna. I'm just going to do this because I need a few bits of paper. Okay, burnt sienna. Let's go watercolor. I'm going to write down Holbien here, because it's what I wanted to do mainly is to see what the manufacturers and how, you know, and it all depends how they treat it. So this is Holbien. Okay. Did you want me to zoom in? I can zoom in because I think that's important. Nan, hello. Nice to see you. Wow, I miss you, my dear. How are you going? I did say hello to everyone. I just want to make sure. Hang on, I will. Let's do this. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so a brush that I wanted to, I'm going to try this Rosa Gallery squirrel. This is from the Ukraine, this brush. So I haven't used it, so I just wanted to use it for the first time here, and I just want to see what it's going to be like and how much water it holds, because that's something that all watercolor artists are looking for. Look at that lovely point. This is number 8. Okay, Holbien. Okay, Holbien. Now this is mixed media paint. Now I'm going to try to show the color so much. I'm not going to you know, water it down or anything like that. It's just for me to, and for us to have a look at what this what the pigments are like between each company. You can imagine how that, you know, you can imagine that they're trying to, you know, satisfy the customer and to make sure that the customer is buying their product. So, you know, there, and I know, look, I have no idea. I'm not going to profess to say that I know much about the chemical properties of these pigments. I do not. All I know is that I'm an artist and I like to see the colors that I want to use. But isn't that lovely? This is Holbein, by the way. This is the Holbein watercolor, burnt sienna. Now, another thing to have a look at is I'm going to look at the pigment information and what it says. And will it say it? Yes. Pigment, this one says PBR, and I'm actually going to write this down because other brands have got different things. So I will put down PBR 7. That is what they use. Now, I don't know what binders. Oh, hang on. With the Holbein, I know that they use honey. I know that one for sure. So that is that. I'll put that aside. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. Not intense. Okay. Also, I've got, where is it? I've got the Caran D'Ache, the crayon. Okay. So I can do two things. Maybe if I do this and pick it up with a brush, or put it on the surface. Oh, look, that looks different already. You know? Oh. Sorry. This looks different already. This is Caran D'Ache, the Neo Color 2. Burnt sienna, and it doesn't really say, it doesn't say, sorry, it doesn't say the pigment information. Okay, Chandri, hello. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you what that was in a moment. Okay, aren't Holbein watercolor vegan friendly? This one I don't know. I wouldn't know. Now look at the difference already with this burnt sienna Caran D'Ache Neo Color 2. I think, and I'm not going to say because they're also using, there's also PR101. It doesn't say, I can't see it on this particular, doesn't say, but it could be this one. Interesting. And I'll just write this down. Caran D'Ache. Neo 2. As for pigment, I'm not sure about that. Okay, interesting. All right, so I'm going to try now the acrylic ink by Schmincke. And here we go. Okay. S-C-H. I can never say this, spell this right. There are too many C's and K's in this one, or maybe just too many C's. Okay, now the pigment information on this one. Come on, are you going to tell me? They're interesting. PBR 25. There we go. Today's Sienna production is carried out in the Italian islands of Sardinia, Sicily. Other major deposits are found in the Appalachian Mountains. It's being produced in the French Ardennes. Interesting. Holbien, at least on Jackson's, are listed as vegan friendly. Oh, so no honey? So no honey. Oh, okay. I thought it was honey. Okay, well, apart from ivory black. Okay, yeah. Hi, I did say hi, Chandri. Hello, hello. All right, so here we go. This is the acrylic ink by Schmincke. So isn't it interesting how I think it's really interesting how the manufacturers are trying to oh gosh, isn't this beautiful though? A little bit different. Do you see what I mean? It's very different. Very different. Okay, I will now go to pastel. This is let me see. Okay, this is Art Spectrum. I'll just put down this. Okay, Art Spectrum. The soft pastel. And let me see if there's any pigment information on that. Oh, I can't see it. Doesn't say. That's the number. Okay. But very light fast permanence. So we're happy with that. All right. So, and this is very good paper. Look, it's taking, this mixed media is taking the different mediums very well. Okay, even the soft pastel, look at that. That's pretty good. So good. Okay, so that's the that is the soft pastel. And it's interesting to see all of a sudden how all of these are panning out as much as colours. Now I don't know what the pigment is there, so I can't tell you there. All right. So let's go gouache. Okay, that acrylic ink looks really nice. Yes, it does. You know, Schmincke always make the best, don't they? And look at that. It's transparent and very light fast for those who want that information. I wonder sometimes, okay, here we go, gouache, we can go Sennelier. Sennelier, let me see. Is it going to tell us the, look at that one. There we go. This is gouache, Sennelier. PY, which is yellow, isn't it? PY42 and PR101. I mean, personally, it doesn't really bother me what pigments they use, so long as when I go to buy the product, it's the color that that I want to use. So I'm not one of those snobby, snooty people that are into. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. You can get a bit. I'll put my foot in it. Well, I don't want to be precious with pigments. This is the thing. All I want is the colour that I'm purchasing. I want the colour to be what it is when I'm purchasing it. But some some people do get particular and bogged down. I don't want to be bogged down by that. I put my foot in it. I do apologise for those people, and I don't want to offend you if you're into that. But yeah, I don't think Caran D'Ache lists the pigments of their neo colours. No, they don't. I can't. Well, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So that is the, I'm going backwards and forwards because I don't want things to cross over when they're wet. So this is the Sennelier. Interesting. Let me just do this for a moment. I want to use coloured pencil. Coloured pencil. Now, the coloured pencil, hang on a sec. My dogs keep on coming in and out because they heard a fire engine pass our street, so they went all schizo. Okay, this is Polychromos Burnt Sienna. I wonder if the binders have anything to do with it. Okay, this is the polys. Okay, we have again the Caran D'Ache coloured pencil. Look at this, Caran D'Ache, the Neo. Oh, this is very interesting. Well, they haven't changed it, the luminance. This is the Carbothello pastel pencil. I must write that down. Okay. Now, we don't have pigment information on the Carbothello pastel pencil or the coloured pencils as such, but we can sort of see the colours, can't we? I'm particularly interested with the luminance, the Caran D'Ache and the Neo 2 and the luminance coloured pencil. They're very, very, well, obviously they'd be using the same pigment, wouldn't they? Well, let's have a look at the Pablos then. Yeah. Ooh, bit different, but it's along the same hue, but yes, no, that's Pablo. And that's Caran D'Ache. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, that's the polys. Okay, so interesting observation there. So I'm just going to put that to the side there. We've tried the pastel. Let's try the pan. Okay, even pigment codes are not that helpful as they can change a lot, yes. Okay, I totally get what you're saying, but colours are badly defined. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we've got the pan. All right, well. And I will, we're lucky that PanPastels do show you what, and here we are. Oh, look, isn't that unusual? This one is PR101 Burnt Sienna PanPastel. And it's PR101. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh. Okay. There's a reason why there's a fire engine. It's for Christmas, and the fire brigade go to all the streets and just say Merry Christmas to everyone, and it's driving my dogs nuts. This time they're not allowed to come in again. Just okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ali. PB25 is benzimidazolone brown. Okay. That I know. Okay. PB101 and PBK that I know of. Only Faber Castel maintains colour consistency across their lines of products. Hey, Helen. Hello. How you going? Welcome, welcome. All right, so gouache. Okay, here we've got the Renesans, the watercolor. Let's see what they come up with. Okay. All right. Oh, PanPastel's there. Okay, no problem. What I'll do is here is the Renesans watercolor, and the Renesans says, let me see, does it say? Okay, PB. It says Earth pigment, PBR7. I just had a look at your comment, Abigail. Australian firefighters. I'd go outside waving, just saying. They do this every year, and yeah, this is the first Christmas that the dogs have had, and you can imagine. I don't know. All right. So, this brush, by the way, can I just say this brush is absolutely beautiful. Okay. Oh, I need it to wet. No, I need more pigment. Sorry, need more pigment. Oh, here we go. All right, so here we go. So all of those noises that you can hear in the background, it's the firefighters. Okay, so just sorted my pencil haul and don't have any space left in my storage. I saw that, Helen. You're very lucky to have all of that stuff. Okay, so, ooh, and I like what this is doing as well on that paper. Okay, so this is the Renesans. Now, the Sennelier. I know we've tried the Sennelier gouache. I suspect that this would be the same. Again, really good light fastness, if we're looking at that. And it's PBR7. Now, what I'm interested in is how do manufacturers try to stick out or amongst the other manufacturers? You can imagine, like, every man and his dog is, well, when I say every man and his dog, I mean like art manufacturers, when they're producing paints. You know, if they're using the same pigment, then how do they say that their product is the best on the market? This is what I'd like to know. You know, is it the binders that they use? Is it the type or the quality of the pigment? Sennelier watercolor, and this is transparent, by the way. The Sennelier watercolors are mainly transparent. for those who are interested. So, and what's really interesting is that if you're thinking about, well, which color should I get, or which brand should I get, you know, which brand should I get if you're on a limited, you know, on a limited budget, or not even on a limited budget. Say you don't want to, you know, like have 50 million paints, you know, so which one of the brands do I choose which is closer to what I want? I say it's whatever color you're looking for, regardless of the brand. That's how I see it. Okay, M. Graham. Let's go M. Graham. There's gouache and watercolor. Now Ali says PBR7 has many shades due to the 1, quality of trace manganese, aluminium or silica in the pigment, 2, the size of the pigment particles, and 3, whether the pigment is in its hydrated form. Oh wow, Ali, that is fantastic. That is so cool. Obviously you like that part of the paint process. Okay, M. Graham watercolor. And this one, again, this is PBR7. There's no 1s after this. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. M. Graham. Watercolor. PBR 7. Just a bit of water. Yeah. Could you imagine like the laboratories and how they test and make their pigments? Must be very, very interesting to watch them work. Yeah. Okay, Helen. Oh, okay, so true, but okay. Oh, these frames. Okay. Oh, sorry, Helen. I thought you were going. Yes, Helen, you had a very good art haul. Thank you for showing us all of that. That was fantastic. Okay. Okay. Oh my, that Graham looks nice. Yes, it does. Well, this is what, and this brush is nice. Wow, I'm so glad. Okay, now, another one. This is Rosa Gallery. This is a watercolor from the Ukraine, and look, it is transparent, and it's PR. You probably can't see that, but it is PR101. And what I'll do is I'll write it down here, Rosa Gallery watercolor, and this one is PR101. I wonder if it's going to be like this kind of can I just say this brush is really cool. It's picking up and holds a lot of liquid. Oh, look at this, Rosa. Oh wow. You know what? It almost, and I know it's not, but it almost looks like quinacridone yellow. No, quinacridone gold. This is 101. I thought it was going to look more like that. What, the Caran D'Ache? That's interesting. Okay. Okay. There is this YouTuber that makes drawings in different tints using every red I have and green or blue, and it's amazing work. I know, that's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. That's interesting. Well, you'll have to share it on. Share your art with Xrissart, Abigail, and yes, which is a segue for the Facebook group that we have, that we continue the conversation, and we talk about different where we share our art, where we share ideas, where we share videos and art YouTube channels, where you think that the group would be interested, and especially when we've had a conversation about it on the live stream. It could be a U-Butte deal, an art deal that you got, or it could be an art haul like Helen, who received, and telling us all about it. It's all about sharing our art journey. So the description, the link is in the description box below. So if you can go ahead and join, and keep on keeping on. All right, so I have got now golden. Now for all of those, now I know there are people that are absolutely in love with golden. They will not, especially the acrylic painters, would I think swear by golden. And yes, I agree. They have been a company that have been around for a while, and they make fantastic products. All right, having said that, this is the golden high flow acrylic. I would say airbrush artists would be using this quite a bit. This one, sorry, let me just write this down, has PBR. Sorry, I just don't want to wet my hand underneath, so I'm going to be writing funny here. PBR 7 light fast 1. So very light fast indeed. Ooh, that's nice. Yep. Okay. All right. Oh, there's that one. Oh, I need more. Nope, I'm going to put it on here. You know what's really good? You know what's the best, also the best thing about this? This paper is taking all of these coloured pencil, water-soluble crayon, watercolour, pastel. Wow, this is a real test for this paper. There we go. Okay, I like, you like the golden in your airbrush, Helen? Yes. Okay. Ali says PBR6 iron oxide hydroxide brown. Some companies label this as raw sienna. So how could you tell? I mean, when I was looking at my paints and I saw raw sienna in some, I go, geez, that looks like a burnt sienna. But I thought, well, it's labelled as raw sienna and not burnt sienna, so there must be something. But, perhaps maybe looking at the pigment information with, say, another brand, and like you said, Ali, it could be a raw sienna for one particular manufacturer. It could be a burnt sienna for another one. It's hard to, and labelling. Oh, yes. So, all right. I've got Winsor Newton now watercolour. Now it's interesting. They usually have all of their information. Okay. They've got PBR 101. Okay, Winsor Newton. Okay, watercolour. Okay, they've got PR 101. Okay, golden is translucent. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and you could see, because when you're buying golden and they've got that little black stripe, see how it's, you can see the black through? That's their way of telling you it's transparent. And would it say it as well? Sometimes this must be the way that they say it, like that. Okay, so Winsor and Newton. Burnt sienna. Okay, all right, let's have a look. Okay, I'm not sponsored by Golden, neither am I. I'm just testing things out, and I think what's really good is that, you know, if you could, oh wow, that's so nice. This Winsor & Newton one, it is so nice. It is so nice. Hang on, let me, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Wow. Love this brush, by the way. Oh, you know, almost like a Quin Gold, you know? Look at that. You know what? The only ones that, what's really interesting, so if you're looking at this as a whole, people who are not artists will go, well, that's just like a reddy brown. But for artists, they will go, oh, that's more like a burnt sienna, Quin Gold. But I just wanted to show you up close what we're doing so far. In my opinion, I like them all because they are useful for anything that I need to paint with. It's all about, look at Holbien. Look at that. I love that. Holbien. I like that that lovely goldeny, yellowy, golden brown. I think that's, if I can put it that way. Yeah. Even the rosa's nice too. Look at the different, I mean, this is not watercolor paper, okay, remember. Okay, so Abigail says, I guess it is just like wallpaper. You need to get the same batch number, otherwise you get color difference. Yes, but I usually mix my colors, so it doesn't matter to me. And that's what I mean. But brands are required by artists to keep color consistency across batches, yes, which they do quite well, and I agree. And this is what I think, this is why I think the battle is on for this is the battle that I think that the manufacturers have, trying to give the consumer the best possible product. And you can imagine, and to try to keep it at the price that and be consistent with the price, because you can imagine if they have to outsource a particular pigment from another place and it might be more expensive, so you know they would have to be thinking like that, wouldn't they? Helen says, do you use Holbein ink? Do I use Holbein ink? I think I have it, but I'm not sure. I do love golden paints, says Ali, but they are more expensive compared to the other brands other than Lasso acrylics. Okay, Paula, I've been in the Talons factory. It was a dream. Oh my gosh. They make the Van Gogh and Rembrandt paint there. Oh, that sounds, yes. All right. Okay, so what is the verdict? I just want to try these other brushes before I go anywhere, and I just wanted to take this opportunity. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on. There we go. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone for... have I done everything? The gouache. It would be the same as the watercolor, surely. Just let me have a look at the pigment information on that one. PBR, which is calcined natural iron oxide, PBR 7. Let me just see. There it is there, and that's the watercolor. So the gouache would be similar. I've got to tell you, I love the M Graham's. They're very, very nice. Just let me try these brushes in comparison to this, because I wanted to invest more in the Rosa Gallery brushes. Like, I don't have brushes, don't be, but I do. But you always like that special brush, don't you? All right, I just want to try these brushes. So, in comparison, the Princeton, because surface and the brush is everything as well. And while I'm doing this, I just wanted to say a very big thank you to everyone. Hi, Jelena. Hello, hello. Oh, question before I say anything. Question, please. I'm wondering if people stop arting when they get tired, or do you push through trying to get as much done as possible? I'm trying to slow down because I tend to rush. For me, that's a very good question. I don't want to burn out, because I do this every week and I love art very much. But there comes a time, wow, this brush is really nice. Princeton 1/2 inch Neptune watercolor brush. Bright, gorgeous, lovely, lovely brush. I try very hard to pace myself, because yes, I'm wondering if people get tired, and sometimes I do, and I do push through because I'm committed. But it doesn't happen very often. It could happen maybe once a year for a short time. Okay, and so for me, I can't slow down. I have to get at the same pace. This is a very nice brush, by the way. Very, very nice. Let me try the squirrel, because, the raccoon. This is the raccoon by Rosa. Okay, this one is the squirrel by Rosa. Okay, so, and I haven't used it. Oh, now. Okay, and I just need to, yeah. Let me try again the same thing. This must be gouache. Oh, that's lovely brush too. Lovely point. Oh my gosh, this is very, very nice. By the way, I'm not sponsored by anyone. My opinions are my own. So very, very nice. Okay, and one more brush. There are so many brushes in the world. Which one? Which one would you go for? Okay, I like Winsor Newton watercolor here. I'm just going to put a little bit more down because I want to try this brush. Oh, look at that. It's like a deep quin gold. Oh, yes, I like this brush too. And more affordable these brushes are. Oh, yes, I like this brush as well. Okay. Nanette says, I have to slow down too. I quit when I'm tired. That's when I make stupid mistakes. And that's what happens to me. I have to walk away. Yes. Yes, that happens as well. But I was probably misunderstanding what you meant as in your mojo. Okay, Abigail says, I try to finish the project I'm working on the same day because the next day I'm in a different mood and won't finish it. Okay, so you mean when you're tired. Okay, when I'm tired, I do exactly what Nanette says. I walk away because I will do a stupid mistake, that's for sure. Definitely. Okay, Cherry says, I usually get interrupted, so I have to stop anyway. Nuria says, I have to slow down too, but most of the time I push myself a little bit more. Okay, Rob says, I've been told that some of the Bargue drawings should take 15 hours to do. Bargue drawing? I have to write that down. What's a Bargue drawing? And I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly. I don't know. Okay, all right. I just wanted to, okay, very nice. These are I love the brushes. Thank you very much. I like these brushes. Yes, very, very nice. All right, so here we are. I just wanted to say a very big thank you to, this is going to be the last YouTube for this year. I'm taking a 2-week break. I probably will do something for New Year. I'll see how I go. I'm thinking that's where what I'm going to be doing. I just wanted to say a very big thank you to everyone who takes the time to come into the chat, and for the ones who are viewing after the live streams. For the ones that always are so nice, and you know, we've all had a very difficult couple of years across the world. So for this year, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of those celebrating Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, and for all of those celebrating festivals or special religious activities. I wish you all happy holidays, and I'm going to keep on keeping on. I will keep on going until God says to me, Chrissy, no more. Okay, so and I will continue to try to give you as much of myself to you as possible. Nanette says a 24-hour stream, right? I'd like to. Okay, I have stopped when I get... Okay, and Jelena says, I stop when I get tired. I cannot concentrate. Yes. Okay, this is why we do artwork at night time, to avoid interruptions. There you go. Barg hard. Is that how you say? Barg hard G. Barg. I don't know. I'm going to say something stupid. Okay. Feliz Navidad. There you go, Nuria. Feliz Navidad. Oh, sorry, that's bad. That's bad singing. Horrible voice. But yes, so I'm sorry for cutting. Yeah, it's not a very long stream, but I just wanted to say thank you all again. Please continue to upload on Share Your Art with Xrissart. I'm also on Patreon. I've got we're in the middle trying to finish a few projects this year, but I've got some fantastic projects coming up next year for all of those who are interested. My love to you all. Big hugs, big hugs to you all, everyone. Okay, do you think Wendy will join us again? Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay. Bye, everyone. And take care. Take care for the rest of the year. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.